President Jacob Zuma is back on the NPA's table. The North Gauteng High Court dismissed the joint appeal by the NPA and President Zuma that he must face the 783 corruption charges. The charges were dropped back in 2009 by acting NPA head Mokotedi Mpshe, citing an intercepted cell phone conversation between former Scorpions boss Leonard McCarthy and former NPA head Bulelani Ngcuka. The pair was discussing whether the indictment against Zuma should be served before or after the ANC's 2007 Polokwane conference.
Where to from here? Sean Abrams has to decide if the prosecutors have a case against President Jacob Zuma. In 2009, the NPA withdrew the charges and the matter was struck off the roll. And 7 years later, this court ruled President Zuma must face the charges. The interpretation of the ruling was that the charges would be automatically reinstated. But in its application for leave to appeal, the NPA made this argument.
Once the roll, it is spent. The only thing that happens next is the prosecution service has to decide, should he now be prosecuted again? It doesn't reinstate the previous decision. It's gone.
And this is how the full bench responded to that argument.
The withdrawal of the charges against Mr. Zuma was not an acquittal. Such withdrawal does not nullify the decision to prosecute should Mr. Mpshe's decision be set aside. The said withdrawal cannot be regarded as a factor to stop Mr. Zuma to face the charges.
The court also upheld its ruling that Mokotedi Mpshe acted impulsively and failed to test the allegations that Leonard McCarthy abused the prosecutorial system.
Of this case, a court was an appropriate forum to deal with the issue of whether the prosecution was tainted or not.
The DA has welcomed the ruling.
We are now hoping that the National Prosecuting Authority will now do what is necessary to reinstate those charges.
However, the DA expects that both the NPA and the President will petition the Supreme Court of Appeal directly. Leonard McCarthy, SABC News, Pretoria.